Alright, today we're going to be fixing, as you guys can see, I have a flat. I got this deluxe tire plug kit. Comes with the, of course, the patch, the Bondo cement, and what you're going to do is, of course, remove the punctured object from your tire. You're going to use the rimmer tool, which is this one, to clean out the edge. You're going to remove the plug from the clear blacking, which is, of course, that piece of rubber. And you're going to coat the middle section of the plug with plug bond, which is the cement. Then you're going to plug the center of the eye with the needle, pushing the plunger tool into your puncture. Stop pushing about 2/3 of the way. All right, and then pull it straight out in a rapid motion. It says do not twist the needle. And then, of course, we're going to inflate. So I'm going to show you guys right now. I have a needle right about there. So first things first, you want to chalk your front tire, which I have done. You want to get a jack and a safety stand. You want to be safe. As well as, if you guys want, I recommend wearing eye protection. And lift up your car. Every point of jacking is different in every car. That's why I'm not going to show you in this specific vehicle, in case you guys got a different one. I'm going to jack it up until you get the tire off to where you can move it. Well, you're not going to be able to move it because the opposite side is still on the ground. Put the safety stand underneath, just in case the car falls down. You don't want it to fall on you, or worse, you don't want it to fall at all. So there we go. And then I'll be back once I get the tire off. Of course, every tire removal is different, but you can take it off any way you want and putting it on using the star pattern. So we're gonna go ahead and take the tire off. I already loosened them up, so now I'm gonna use the impact just to take them all the way off. Using the impact makes the job a lot quicker. Alright, tire's off. And of course, it's a little rusted, so it might take a little bit, and of course it helps to take all of them off. There we go. Jack the car up a little bit more. Alright, and the tire's off. There's the needle. As long as it's not past the sidewall, you'll be alright with plugging it. So make sure you put it somewhere it's not going to roll. And I have another patching kit that's already open. Alright, that one's being a little rough, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let some of the air out. Alright, so I use these needle nose pliers, or should I say Leatherman, to pull it out, to at least get the head out, and then I use this to remove it out all the way, and it was a nail. Nice size nail. So we're gonna set this nail to the side to where I'm gonna know I'm gonna end up throwing it away at. And of course, then you want to stick this in there. Alright, I got it in there. Took some spinning around. You gotta find out how the nail was punctured in. I'll put some water in there to see where the bubble's coming out. And now I got it in there, and what you want to do is go in and out to clean it out. Get that area real clean. This tool you can turn. Of course, you're gonna hear the air because this tool is making the hole a little bit bigger than the small nail that was in there. You just want to keep making sure that area is clean. Alright, you want to get one of these little plugs. You want to feed it through and get it about halfway. Yeah, that's about halfway right there. You're also going to need a knife, which I'll get that at the end to trim it. No, I'll get it right now. But you want to put glue on here. It says in the middle, but I'm going to coat it up a little bit. And you want to stick it 3/4 of the way in, about that far, and pull it straight out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and coat this with the cement. In the middle, like I said. And I try to get it around there. Alright, we're going to stick it in 2/3 and pull it out real quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Wipe up any cement I'm spilling everywhere. Alright, here we go. Three-fourths, take a little pressure and pull it out real quick. There you go. Sorry if it was a little jumpy. And then what you want to do, it says pull the needle straight out in a rapid motion. Twist, do not twist while pulling it out, and cut off excess material. Flush with the tire. So you're gonna need a knife. What I like to do is pull it up a little bit and cut it flush. Make sure you have a sharp razor, and always cut away from you. And there you go. Flush the tire. And then of course we're gonna go ahead and, it doesn't tell you to wait or nothing like that, but it tells you to inflate it and spray it with soapy water to see if there is any bubbles. So I'm gonna go ahead and inflate it, and then I'll come back and show you guys that. All right, so I filled it up to about 35, 36 pounds. Tested it when we were about 20, got some soapy water, and you can either use a spray bottle or just pour it on there. You don't see no little bubbles forming other than the soap bubbles, but you would normally see it like blowing its own bubble, like if you have bubble gum in your mouth and you're blowing it. But as you can see, no bubbles are forming. And if you do have bubbles forming, it tells you to pull the plug out and try again. But we have no bubbles. So next we're going to put it on, put the tire back on, and you're good to go. Exact same way. You take it off, you put it back on, but you want to make sure you torque and spec and use star patterns. Look up your car. Mine has 6 lugs. Whether yours has 5 or 4, there's different ways to tighten it. So definitely, depending on what car you have, do that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget safety stands and jack stands and wheel chalk, safety glasses. All right, and I bought this kit at Walmart. I will put the link in the description below. Hopefully this helped you guys out. See you guys on the next video.